Imagine you are holding a winning lottery ticket worth trillions of dollars. You have the future of the entire world in your palm, and then you crumble it up and throw it in the trash. Why? Because you didn't like the font. That sounds impossible. No human being could be that stupid, right? Wrong. This actually happened. There was a company that once ruled the internet. Before Google, before Facebook, before Netflix, there was them. At their peak, they were untouchable, worth $125 billion. They had the chance to buy Google for pennies. They rejected it. They had the chance to buy Facebook. They messed it up. They could have owned the entire digital age. Instead, they committed the most expensive, slow-motion suicide in the history of capitalism. This is the story of Yahoo and how they managed to set $100 billion on fire. Let's rewind to 1998. Yahoo wasn't just a website. They were the internet. News, email, sports. If you were online, you were on Yahoo. The founders were rock stars. The stock price defied gravity. They felt invincible. And that arrogance leads us to mistake number one. Two nerdy PhD students from Stanford walk into Yahoo headquarters. They built a little project in their garage, a search engine. They want to sell it because it's distracting them from their schoolwork. The price tag? $1 million. For Yahoo, this was nothing. They spent more than that on office snacks, but the executives said no. Why? The reason is actually hilarious. Yahoo wanted you to stay on their website to watch ads. Google's technology was too good. It sent you away fast. They literally thought a perfect search engine was a bad business model. So they kicked the students out. Those students were Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Today, Google is worth $2 trillion. Yahoo missed a 2,000,000% return on investment because they were too smart for their own good. But wait, it gets worse. Because just 1 year later, the same company that was too cheap to buy Google decided to go on a shopping spree. They found a website called
broadcast.com,
run by a guy named Mark Cuban. It was basically internet radio. The quality was terrible. It had no users. They didn't buy Google for $1 million, but they bought this radio site for $5.7 billion. You heard that right. Mark Cuban took the money and ran. He became a billionaire instantly. A few years later, Yahoo shut the site down. The technology was useless. The $5.7 billion vanished into thin air. It is officially recognized as the worst acquisition in the history of finance. But Yahoo wasn't done yet. They had one final bullet in the chamber to kill themselves. The year is 2006. A new threat is rising. It's called Facebook. Yahoo executives see the potential. They have one last chance to save the company. They call the 22-year-old Mark Zuckerberg. They make a deal. $1 billion to buy Facebook. Zuckerberg is hesitant, but his board pressures him. He says yes. The deal is practically done. But then, Yahoo's stock dips slightly overnight. The CEO decides to be clever. He thinks he can bully the kid. He calls Zuckerberg back and says, "We can't do $1 billion anymore. We'll give you $850 million. He tried to save $150 million at the last second. Zuckerberg took it as a personal insult. He tore up the contract right there in the meeting. He walked out. That penny-pinching mistake cost them an empire. Today, Meta is worth nearly $1 trillion. 3 strikes, you're out. After that, it was a slow, painful death. Google took search, Facebook took social, and Yahoo was left with nothing but nostalgia. The tragic ending? In 2017, the company that was once worth $125 billion, the company that could have owned the world, was sold to Verizon for just $4.8 billion. From the ruler of the world to a discount bin item. The story of Yahoo proves one thing. In business, if you stop innovating and if you let arrogance blind you, you can lose everything overnight. Mark Cuban got rich, Google got rich, Zuckerberg got rich, and Yahoo? They became a history lesson. If you enjoyed this story of financial destruction, hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments, what was the bigger mistake, missing Google or insulting Facebook? I'll see you in the next one.